Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. It is Tuesday, April 26, 2011. Boy, the birds are really chirping out there, although it looks like it's going to be a stormy day. Maybe they're trying to warn each other or something. Don't understand bird language, but hopefully today we understand God language, and that is His Word that He gives us. We're in Matthew 17. We're in a tremendous passage where we're going to go up on the mountain. Maybe you need a mountaintop experience. Well, we're going to get one today, and we may spend 2 or 3 days here. We're going to go up on the mountain with Jesus. So let's start reading in verse 1, chapter 17. And after 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John his brother, and led them up a high mountain by themselves. And he was transfigured before them, and his face shone like the sun, and his clothes became white as light. And behold, there appeared to them Moses and Elijah talking with him. I'm going to stop right there. Like I said, we're going to be here a few days. So we got Jesus taking 3 disciples, Peter, James, and John. He didn't take the rest of the 12, just those 3. And they get up there to the top of the mountain. And then Jesus changes. And he becomes white. What does it say? White as the sun? His face shone like the sun. His clothes became white as light. So, you've just got this beaming, radiant force standing there. You can only imagine it. We get words, but I would love a visual, but I don't believe there's any way we could get a visual. The best Hollywood special effects couldn't show us what they saw. And not only was he there, but then you've got Moses and Elijah. And I'm going a little slow now because this is awesome. We throw that word around awesome way too easily. There's a few times we should use the word awesome. This is one. This is the transfigured Jesus. And the reason I stopped at verse 3 is I want to have a little bit of a discussion now. And you are absolutely welcome to disagree with me because I'm not 100% sure. But if you remember what we read yesterday, Jesus said that in chapter 16, verse 28, he said, "Some standing here, talking to his disciples, will not taste death until they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." And I believe what we are reading right now is what he just referred to a few verses before. He's got 3 of the 12, that's some of them, and they are seeing Jesus come in his kingdom. Now, Jesus hasn't come in his kingdom, but they're getting to see it. They're getting a vision of it. It's a special vision revealed just to these guys. Peter will always remember this. He would never forget this, and you wouldn't either if you saw it. And he would write about it in his second epistle, chapter 1, how we were witnesses of the fact that God had said, "This is my son." And we'll read that either tomorrow or the next day. Some believe that what Jesus meant when he said, "You will see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom," refers to the Holy Spirit coming in Acts chapter 2. And I'd say there's a pretty strong case for that. However, if you look closely at Acts chapter 2, all the disciples were there except Judas, but he was condemned from the beginning. But all of them were there, so it wouldn't have been some. And the Son of Man didn't actually come, the Holy Spirit came. Now, I might be mincing words there because they are all part of the Trinity, but Jesus said specifically the Son of Man was going to come in his kingdom. Some of you standing here won't taste death till you see the Son of Man come in his kingdom. So I believe this passage best fits that. Maybe it's neither one of them. It is the kingdom is kind of a mysterious thing, and it's hard to understand. But I believe that's what he's talking about. All right? But I want to spend more time here up on the mountain. I'm not ready to come down from the mountain yet. So you come back tomorrow. We're going to go back to the mountain, and we're going to stay on the mountain probably for a couple days because this is, I think, one of the greatest passages, maybe one of the least preached and taught passages in the New Testament. But it's an awesome passage. So come back tomorrow. We'll spend some more time in Matthew 17 on the next edition of Take 5.